is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. First carry for Leonard Fournette. Yeah, he did a nice job to spin out of that first wave, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Demir Bird. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Levante David in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing again is Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
brings up second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Now Brady. Flushed out right. That's complete to John Ross. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A shotgun give to Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down at 4. To throw is Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Shotgun now for Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that's a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the 27, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Here's Fields. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 43. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It was Devon Campbell who brought him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady now to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 2nd and 7, Fields. Flush to his right. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. By Beasley. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Second down and 8. To throw is Fields. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be a 2nd down. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the 50, here's Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, Fields. Shark's got it left side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now it's Fields. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it to Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Brady. Uses the spin. And now fights through, and now a crease. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On play action, it's Brady. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaud.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. This will be taken by one of the up men, a very short kick. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the Bears' 26-yard line.
Second and 10. Now Brady. Going for it all. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Succop for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Buccaneers 20, Bears 7. Ryan Succop to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 45.
On 1st down, Fields. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
45, 45, 45, 45. Yeah.
From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin with a run by Fournette. brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And down he'll go at the 25. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's got some space here. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Running off tackle left, Fournette. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Jones. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bucs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point try now for Succop. Whoa, what happened there? No good. Off the crossbar, and it comes back. A very poor effort from PAT distance. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Fields. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. On 1st down, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Six yards left on second down. A handoff, Fournette running left, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Fournette. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 34 yards. And the Bucs are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Fields throw there, taken in by Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike, don't say nothing. 45's the mic. Set the tone, defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
45, 45. 45. That's the pass. Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic. Man.
Now Fields. Forced out to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Come on, QB, come on.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 29, Fields. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
It's a gain of 22 yards. Complete to Allen Robinson. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Down to lose one. Double time. Hey.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Suckup for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Ryan
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Fields. And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point try now for Suckup. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity. It
all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Santos with the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
Bears 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
We got 3. Watch the edge. Switch.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right?
Yeah,
if you know, on him. Right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. A lane to run there is Fournette able to get about 7 on first down.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 187 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run with Fournette. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on.